How's it going, everyone? Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Nicole Menner. The Golden Eagles in need of a bounce back tomorrow after falling to one of the conference's most talented teams Thursday night. The Eagles dropped to Western Kentucky by just 3 points despite a double-double from Leonard Harper-Baker. Marshall is also coming off a loss after falling to La Tech in overtime Thursday night. They're now 5-2 in conference play, while Southern Miss is 3-5. Tip-off comes up at 4 o'clock, and you can tune in right here on Fox 23. The SEC Big 12 Challenge tips off tomorrow for the Rebels for the first ever matchup between a pair of top 25 teams in the history of the Pavilion. The Rebs are ranked 20th, while Iowa State comes in at number 24. Against ranked teams this season, Ole Miss is 2-0 after taking down Auburn and Mississippi State, two teams who were then ranked in the top 15, which ultimately lifted the Rebs into the AP's top 25 poll for the first time in 6 years. The Rebels dropped their first SEC road game Tuesday night against Bama and are 14-4 on the season. Tip-off comes up at 11 a.m. After the women dismantled the Florida Gators Thursday night, the men will look to bounce back as they host Auburn Saturday night. The Dogs are coming off a loss to Kentucky that saw some uncharacteristically low shooting numbers. The Tigers enter this game ranked at number 16.
They're very good at, creating space because they all shoot it so well. And they're great in transition. They really do a good job of getting the ball up and down the floor. And two things that stand out statistically with them. One is they're the number one offensive rebounding team efficiency-wise. They get back like literally 38% of their missed shots. It's some just crazy number that's amazing. And they also force a lot of turnovers. So they do a good job of pressuring and getting after you, and they have a very high turnover efficiency rate as well.
Well, an injury-depleted Pelicans team would fall to the Oklahoma City Thunder behind Russell Westbrook in his 15th triple-double of the season. The Pels are without Anthony Davis, who missed his third straight game with an index finger sprain, and Nikola Mirotic, who will be out at least a week with a calf strain. Drew Holiday scored 22 points, while Darius Miller matched a career-high 21 for Nola, who has now lost 4 of 5 games.
We played hard. I thought we competed at a real high level. I thought we got ourselves in a little bit of trouble when we tried to do a little bit too much one-on-one, but when we moved the ball and we moved ourselves, a lot of good things happened for us. And it seemed like every time we got down, we found a way to get back in the game. Drew was great. I thought, Jaleel and Chet both played really good at the center spot, and we did everything we could.
Well, Rams cornerback nickel RamsColeman has been fined $26,739 for a helmet-to-helmet hit on Saints receiver Tommy Lee Lewis, the one that was not flagged during the NFC Championship game. RamsColeman admitted he thought the flag would come, and it didn't. So the aftermath of this continues. Lawsuits, petitions being filed, billboards in Atlanta, pleas with Roger Goodell to come out and apologize, and now a fine for the hit that wasn't even flagged. And let's put things into perspective. Michael Thomas on the Saints tweeted out today he was fined $30,000 for taking out his cell phone after a touchdown and making that fake phone call. We all remember that? $30,000, and this is only a $26,000 fine. Wow.
Not to mention, the guy that got the $26,000 fine only got $35,000 for the playoff check for that game. So that's all of his check going
right to where it's going. We don't know. NFL, Saints, maybe a little.